So I'm about to start my speech, and these are the three people that have chosen to be in my audience today. I chose to do my speech on serial killers. Have you ever wondered while you're sitting next to someone if they really are the person they seem to be? Or is it just a mask that they wear to cover up who they really are? When dealing with serial killers, they often seem nice, charming, and intelligent than those who are just normal, ordinary people. There aren't really any signs to look for when dealing with a serial killer. They appear very friendly, normal, and happy. Most psychopaths are also manipulative, aggressive, and impulsive. Serial killers are able to function in a normal way publicly, but behave in a very disturbed way privately. Brain scans have revealed psychopathy in criminals was associated with decreased connectivity between the amygdala, a subcortical structure of the brain that processes negative stimuli, and the ventromedial prefrontal cortex, a cortical region in the front of the brain that interprets the response from the amygdala. Serial killers typically have a lot of the same traits. I'm going to go over 10 of them with you today. Number 1 is being vain and narcissistic. They are self-absorbed, self-centered, they only care about themselves, and have a childlike personality. Number 2 is lack of empathy. They have no thoughts or compassion when killing or harming others. Number 3 is they have shallow emotions. Number 4, they act out fantasies. Serial killers usually start their killings with animals, and then they move to humans. Number 5 is growing up lonely and isolated, usually causing kids to be bullied in school, isolating them even more than what they were before. Number 6 is predatory behavior. They kill because they think they have to. Animals kill other animals to eat to survive. Serial killers feel the same way. They believe they have to kill in order to function properly. Number 7 is charming. Ted Bundy was known for his charm, yet he confessed to killing 36 women, and he hinted to as many as 100 victims. Number 7 is also Richard Ramirez, also known as the Night Stalker. He was very charming. He had 13 victims, 5 attempted murders, 11 sexual assaults, and 14 burglaries. He also had a ton of admirers, one whom wrote him 75 letters within 3 years and eventually married him. Number 8 is egocentric. Convicted British serial killer Trevor Hardy bragged about one of his murders to his younger brother. They have to brag, whether it's to the law enforcement, their next victim, or even with themselves. Number 9 is abuse when growing up. Most serial killers faced physical, mental, and or sexual abuse. Number 10 is lack of remorse. Ted Bundy said, "I don't feel guilty for anything. I feel sorry for people who feel guilt." Gary Lee Sampson said, "I switched from stabbing to strangling because I was tired of getting blood on myself." I'm aware of many of the high-profile serial killers there have been. Of all of them, I have found Ted Bundy to be the one that interests me the most. That's why I have chosen to tell you a little bit more about him today. Ted Bundy was a serial murderer and rapist in the 1970s. The exact number of women Ted Bundy murdered will forever be unknown. Ted Bundy was born in Burlington, Vermont. His mother was 22 and unmarried with religious parents. Bundy was raised by his grandparents, and they had him believing that his mother was his older sister. Bundy was very intelligent, handsome, and smart. He went to the University of Washington with a degree in psychology, later moved to Utah with intentions of becoming a lawyer. Ted Bundy admitted to 36 killings, but his good looks, intelligence, and charm made him somewhat of a celebrity while on trial. Now I'm going to tell you a few odd things about Ted Bundy. One is he was his own attorney. He also saved a 3-year-old child who fell into Seattle's Green Lakes. Bundy quickly jumped in the water and rescued the child. Before Ted Bundy was executed, he wrote Christmas cards 1 month and 4 days before his execution. One Christmas card signed by Bundy sold for $4,999.99. Ted Bundy was weirdly on the side of the law during his time in prison and offered a serial killer's perspective to help the police catch the Green River Killer. The Green River Killer was now found, and he is now known for that name. All of his victims fit the same profile as his ex-girlfriend from high school who broke his heart. Ted Bundy was executed in Florida's electric chair in 1989. Bundy was cremated, and they did not have a public ceremony for him, but he did request that his ashes be scattered in the Cascade Mountains of Washington State, where he murdered at least 4 of his victims. His ashes were given to his mother and his wife, and whether or not they were ever scattered along the Cascade Mountains where he wanted will forever be unknown.